Our first stop today on Inside South Florida, I'm sitting down with Roseann Minnet. Not only is she the chair of the Broward League of Cities Sustainability Committee, but she's also the mayor of Lauderdale-By-The-Sea, and she's got a lot to say when it comes to South Florida's efforts going green. Check it out. Well, Mayor, thank you so much for being here today.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Thank you for the invitation.
Well, Earth Day, why don't we start there? It's the 42nd year, but people know kind of the concept, but what might they not know about Earth Day?
Exactly right, that it is 42 years since we've had the first Earth Day. And where are we in all those years? Have we progressed any? Have we, really implemented what Earth Day is all about? And that's making our environment more sustainable for our future. And where are we at today? So that's the question.
Yeah, I mean, and how far do you think we've come, at least in South Florida, as far as trying to be better?
We're taking baby steps here in South Florida. I'm excited that we have some implementation of some programs. We're working on better recycling programs, water conservation programs. Within many of the municipalities, you've got strong infrastructure programs to work with sea level rise, but there is a lot more that we could do, and I really think that people need to get involved a lot more and make sure that our elected officials, their elected officials, are doing the job that they elected them to do on a sustainable level.
Well, you're part of the Broward League of Cities Sustainable Committee.
Correct.
Sustainability Committee.
Yes.
So explain to me, what is that exactly?
We actually work with local agencies as well as all the municipalities to create a better quality of life. We look at water problems that are happening in our community. We look at energy. What can we do with our energy partners to make it our environment more sustainable, such as Port Everglades. FP&L is our partner over there, and what can we do to make that a better environment so that we're not putting more emissions into the environment.
And what do you see as our most valuable resources that we need to be protecting?
Oh, the oceans and the water, of course. The Everglades and especially the Atlantic. We need to take care of our oceans, and we're not. Sea level rise is a problem. Many of our municipalities are experiencing it right now, even the South Florida Water Management District having to deal with the levees and the dikes in the western part of our county. So we're paying for it, and we need to mitigate it. We need to address those issues now and be more proactive instead of reactive to the problems that are happening.
Well, when you talk about something like sea level rise, I mean, that really is a global issue. I mean, what can we do in South Florida to stop the entire world from doing things that are affecting our shoreline?
By starting in our own backyard. And the key to that, I feel, is conservation. And we can be more conservative when it comes to our water consumption. Take a look at your toilets. Many of our toilets are 30, 40 years old and consuming so much water. And that, especially in many of our condominiums across the county, if you would just look at excuse the expression, a flushing program, we could reduce quite a bit of our water consumption, and that does make a difference.
Wow, it's always the little things, I think,
it is
that add
the
up.
little things.
So you, or the Sustainability Committee, has a program implemented called PACE. Can you explain that to me?
PACE is called Property Assessed Clean Energy.
Okay.
We actually are looking at that program. The state of Florida allowed this PACE program to be implemented. It's happening already in Miami-Dade County at this time. What happens is it allows for an individual homeowner to borrow money so that they can put green energy, efficient, sustainable products into their homes, such as creating solar panels, photovoltaic panels, windows, anything that's going to be green energy and save them energy. What would happen is when the money needs to be paid back, it's added to their property taxes. So it's something that as an individual owner you can decide to do. It's nothing that's mandated, nothing that says you have to do it, but if a homeowner says, I want to create a more energy environment home for my lifestyle, they can get the funds available to it, and then then pay it back through their property taxes.
So it's like borrowing, and then
correct.
And then you're kind of.
But the municipalities aren't on the hook for anything, which is really the most important thing. The municipalities aren't going out there signing anything, which is important from an elected official point of view, and also from a transparency point of view. The municipalities aren't involved. They're creating the process at which it can be done, but we're not involved in any way.
And how long has the program been going on?
It's just starting. We actually haven't implemented any of them here in Broward County yet, so we're hoping to. The Broward League of Cities just passed a resolution encouraging our communities to work together on these PACE programs.
And this is modeled after others, is
correct?
And how have those done in other communities?
They're moving very well, especially out in California. That's where we have gotten the program modeled from, is through California.
I see. Now, we have to wrap up, but as we do, and it being Earth Day, as we talked about beforehand, we've missed Earth Hour, unfortunately, but what are tips that people can take every day in their own lives to be more Earth conscious and more community friendly?
Don't drive your car. Take a bike somewhere. Check out your local bus route. I mean, as simple as something like that is. Broward County just started the B-Cycle program. You may have seen some of those bikes around town at the libraries.
I remember.
Great. Something like that. Turning your electric off, lowering your thermostats, checking out the water programs, that you can be more efficient within your home. Look at your hoses. See if you have any leaks within your own home. I mean, it might amaze you how many places you can just plug up where where water is just running right into the environment.
Which of course isn't just about sustainability, but could save you a couple bucks too.
Absolutely. It's all about saving money as well.
Well, Mayor, thank you so much for joining us today, and hopefully we'll see you back here soon.
You got it. Thank you so much.